So we actually have a few investors that we can do a 1099 product that it's self-employed people, right? So instead of having to do the bank statement loans, this is a little more simple. It's just using their income from their 1099s. They have to be in the same line of work for 2 years, though there will be a VOE situation to make sure that's, confirmed. The 1099s have to be in the borrower's name, not in a LLC or company name, but in the name of the borrower. And the borrower cannot have ownership in the company from which the 1099s come from. So they can't be paying themselves out of their company. So, like a contract worker who's working for multiple companies or working for a specific company, but they're a 1099 employee. This is the kind of program for them. They have to receive regular ongoing compensation on a weekly, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, monthly, or quarterly basis. So it has to be a regular thing that they're employed by this company as a 1099 contract worker. You can do either a 12 months, so either off of 1 year 1099. Of course, we still have to verify that they've been in the same line of work for 2 years, but we can just use 1 year 1099, plus a recent pay stub or similar documentation showing their year to date. Or you can do it off of 24 months, and use 2 years. Just depends on which is more favorable for them when you average out that income. Let's see. They'll take the 1099 income and they'll multiply it by a profit margin and then divide it by either 12 or 24, depending if you're using 1 or 2 years. So the profit margin, usually they have to fill out a form, get a certified letter from their CPA, basically letting us know what their expenses are, their annual expenses for operating their business, and they'll use 90% of their profit margin as the multiplying factor with their income to get their qualifying income. So it's a great alternative, sounds like a great alternative to bank statements, a little bit easier, less documentation, which is always nice. So that's really it. So I think we have 4 different investors for this. Some of them have slightly different guidelines, but I ran through them. They're pretty much the same, but we can fit whichever company or whichever investor is best for your client. So something to think about. New products are always good. So especially for self-employed. Yeah. So obviously the 1099s in lieu of the tax returns, no tax returns, just to clarify. Yeah.
If you're a sole proprietor, how would that work? Would you could you use a 1099 for the sole proprietor? You said that the person named could not be an owner in the company.
Right, but you can't be an owner from where you're getting the 1099 from.
Okay.
Like whoever's paying you out the 1099, you can't have ownership in that company.
Okay.
So, there may be some situations where certain people aren't going to use this product. This is really for just contract workers.
Okay.
Yeah. So, okay, that's it. Short and sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.